So I've talked about some important considerations when buying a bike, suspension and frame design and things like that being important. If you're getting into the more into the nitpicking stuff, I would say another couple of things I would look at is the drivetrain. If you can get a bike that has a 10-speed drivetrain in the rear, that's got 10 sprockets. This is Shimano SLX drivetrain. I like it a lot. I haven't any problems with it. I still have the original chain. It's been 2 years. And it's still within spec. And it works really good. This is a 30-speed mountain bike. It's got 3 sprockets in the front and 10 in the back. It's been real good. I haven't had any jams. It always shifts well. I always keep it lubed really well, but that's the important part. This bike has Elixir brakes. These are Elixir 3s. They come in all sorts of varieties. They're good. I don't have a serious problem. If you need more braking power, go up on the rotor. This is a 203. It's the largest rotor they make. And if that's not good enough for you, I would say go to Shimano. If I ever do upgrade the brakes on this bike, it will be to the Shimanos. I've ridden a bike with Shimanos, and they do work extremely well. But I do like Shimano parts. The more and more I'm ride and experience things, and I've ridden other bikes. I demo other bikes all the time. I've ridden several that made by other manufacturers. I've demoed a $8,500 mountain bike, which is a little nerve-wracking. But and the funny thing is if someone were to give me that $8,500 mountain bike, I would have bought 2 of these and done something else with the other money. This bike is that good. But as you're looking for parts and looking at different specs, I'd kind of keep an eye out for Shimano. I like them. If you can get Shimano brakes and Shimano parts, it's real good. The Giant Trance 29er has, I think their top of the line has Shimano brakes and Shimano drivetrain, Fox suspension. I mean, it's really set up quite well. And if you really want to get into, upgrading your bike, you can do carbon fiber wheels. That's a really good upgrade, but an expensive one. I think it's $2,500. I'm definitely not in that category. But anyway, when you're looking at bikes, I look for Shimano. I look for Fox. Those are important things. Again, don't pay attention to stuff like, pedals and things like that. That's not what you're buying a bike for. You're not buying a bike for a color either. And some other things is you might be surprised by certain things. When I first looked at this bike, I thought, that's just never going to be comfortable. That's going to hurt. And, the truth is, all bike seats will hurt you after so much use. But I really like this seat because, as you can see, it's nice and long. And what that allows you to do is when you're in a climb, you can scoot forward. And when you scoot forward, you get more power, and you can go over things that you wouldn't normally think when you're in a climb. So, sometimes you think, oh, that's going to be the first thing to go, and 2 years later, it's still on your bike. So, kind of be open-minded. But anyway, keep an eye on your suspension. That's the most important thing when you're buying a bike. But Shimano parts and Fox parts, those are pretty good too. So, have a good one, guys.